Hello everyone, welcome on the Stress-Free Mum TV. So I'm Magali Gendre, I'm a creatrix transformologist and intuitive guide, and today we are there for a mum interview. And I'm with Robyn Arnott. Hello Robyn.
Hello, hi Magali.
Thanks to be with us today. So, tell us a bit about yourself. Who are you?
So my name's Robyn. I'm the founder and director of the Mental Load Project in my spare time. My day job is as a paediatric doctor, and I also have a 1.5-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old puppy.
Yeah, nice. And what is your passion?
So my passion is doing my bit to try and make the world a safe and fair and healthy place for our generation, but also our children's.
Nice. And so tell us about a story of when you did not cope as a mum. What happens?
Look, I think the times when I haven't coped have been to do with being so tired and sleep deprived, and just going through stages where my daughter hasn't slept very well. I think every mum knows what it's like. The first few days you kind of cope, and then you just get really, really tired and exhausted. And I guess the things that helped me were like knowing that things are phases and that they pass, and also being able to in those times call upon extra help and accept extra help.
So is it all of the learnings you get from that situation was to get extra help and as well be patient because it's a period and it will go away.
Yeah, and yeah, in getting extra help, I think there's something about being able to ask for help and accept the help when I need it.
Okay, so that's what are your learning if you reflect back to that situation? If you put yourself back into that situation, what are the learnings you like to share with the other moms today?
Well, I think first of all, just knowing that you're not alone. That it's a very common experience that things get better. Sleep usually does improve, and if it doesn't, knowing to look for solutions and having people who you trust, who you can ask. And then, like I said, calling upon whether that's your partner during more of the night times or friends or family, just being able to look after your child during the day so you can also have a nap. The situation will be different for everyone, but just knowing that there is help there, just trying to find it, ask and accept the help.
Yeah, it's we've got the tendency as a woman to take, isn't it, all the roles on our shoulder, and we tend to forget to ask for some help. So it's a really good one to remember. So,
Definitely.
what are your 3 tips to be a stress-free mum?
So the thing that has helped me the most, and this is the thing that, why I have founded the Mental Load Project, was really learning how to share not only the physical tasks around, domestic jobs and cleaning and cooking and everything else that entails, but also learning how to share and truly share all of the mental load, all of the emotional labor, the behind the scenes organization, planning, thinking about, remembering, noticing, all of those things, and really sharing the tasks with my husband from the base, from planning and preparation stages, and not just delegating tasks so that I didn't have to be the one who had everything in my head all the time, and so that he could take full responsibility for certain things. And that was really, I think, the thing that's made the biggest difference for me, and that's why I founded the Mental Load Project and sharing the message through the Mental Load Project and teaching other women how to do that. Two other things that I think are really important and things that have helped me is really prioritizing a bit of time for yourself and taking a little bit of time each day and each week for yourself, and knowing that that's not selfish, that is not something that you should deserve or not deserve, but just something that should be a part of the routine. And I think the third thing that has been helpful for me has been just limiting the amount of toys and other baby things and toddler things that are out, and learning to put away and rotate things through. So I heard a tip recently, which was, only have out as many things as you can pack up in 5 minutes. And so I just got into the habit of sort of every week or two changing the half a dozen things over to have fresh new toys out, and then not having sort of a huge mess to clean up all the time. And that's just, I think, living in a little bit less clutter helps me feel less cluttered sort of mentally as well. I guess the only other thing I'd add, I know I've said my 3 tips, but the other thing was just to say that these are things that I have found helpful, and the things that you will find helpful and every mum will find helpful will be different. So it's always good to listen to these tips and listen to other people's experiences, but feel free to take whatever advice works for you and let go of other advice, and know that you know yourself and you know your family better than anyone. So take upon whatever tips work for you, and don't feel like you have to be doing everything just because everyone else says that it's been wonderful for them or the must-do thing for the year.
No, that's exactly right. It's really take ideas or other perspectives, but at the end of the day, do what is feel okay for you and what works too, because we all different. We all got our let's say our battery charged by like a battery. We all react differently to life.
Exactly.
And,
and the values that we have are individual and of our families, and so it's very normal and right to just carve your own path and share experiences, but know that follow what's right for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. Thank you. So tell us a bit more about the mental load program.
So the Mental Load Project is a community and course to teach women how to truly share the mental load with their partners. Nice. You can find more out at the website mentalloadproject.com, and we have a free PDF download, 3 top tips to mentally unload, available on the website. For me, it's about all of those, just truly sharing from the beginning all of the tasks, rather than sort of being the CEO, the one in charge, the one who has everything in your mind, because that in itself is work. And asking, can you do this or can you do that? That in itself is work too. So the first thing that I say when I talk to people about the mental load is, just explain what it is, know that there's a name for it. The mental, also known sometimes and called sometimes as emotional labour or invisible labour. And really it is often carried by women, and even a lot of us don't even realise that we do carry it, and it's not until you sort of might hear something about it, read something about it, that you think, oh, actually that does ring true for me and for my family. And so I think having a name and talking about it is sort of the first step to recognise that often it is not balanced fairly within a relationship, and working out ways to try and balance it more fairly. I think if you think about, organisations and businesses, if once you start, a job in itself is organizing and planning, and that is recognized as work in itself. But often in the domestic sort of sphere and in our home lives, we don't see that as work, and it's not valued or recognized as work. And so, you might divide cooking and cleaning and the actual physical things evenly, but remembering who's got soccer when, and noticing, when your child's clothes are getting too tight and you need to sort through them and get new clothes, and noticing when the dog bowl's out of water, or, noticing that, the sheets haven't been washed for a week, or whatever it is, just keeping all of those things in your mind is work in itself. And so the best way to really divide fairly and release some of all of those millions of thoughts that are going around is to share that responsibility from the beginning.
That's a good one. You get me thinking now. Sharing responsibility versus delegating. I'm going through some of the things to see what do I delegate, and is there a better way to share, in fact, the responsibility. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, because then it's also sort of changing the whole concept. Like, it's not just, if you delegate, then it's almost as though the other person does it for you. It's like, oh, I've done that for you because you asked me to do it. But it's not for me, it's for us, and it's for our family. And so to really share the responsibility from the conceptual stage through to actually the task itself is a way to both be equally involved, and I find it doesn't even halve, it more than halves, all of those thoughts, because you can actually then, for the things that you are responsible for and the things that you should be thinking about, the half or whatever fraction you've decided is fair, you can actually get them done so much more quickly because you don't have all of the other things running around too. So it's really a very effective way to decrease and all of that, and have more energy and creativity and product other areas of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's to get more energy for the other area of your life, and be more present, I suppose, with the kids.
Yes.
If you got all of that going on, and you can't be present with them, and they might they might be a bit disturbing behavior because of that, to try to get your attention. So yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I like it. So yes, I will be putting the link above the video for people to look for your website and your free PDF.
Great. Thanks very much, Magali.
Yeah, so thanks for the conversation, Robyn, and everyone. I wish you an amazing day. If you like to come and join the community of Stress-Free Mum TV, please like the page above. And I also just recently created a Facebook group called Stress-Free Mum Support Group. So where you got a more private space where moms can share their experience together and also support each other. So if you like to join, I will be putting the link as well above. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you, Sally.
Have a wonderful day. See you.